Yes, Mewtwo, you have saved my life. I'm thankful for his arrival being so well timed, drawing Shizune and her questioning away to wait for another time. I wouldn't have been able to answer her anyway. I like Hanako, but I never told her my feelings for her are. Hanako never said she saw me as anything beyond a friend either, yet despite that, we slept together. Friendship with benefits. I mean, they do say friendship is magic. And what does magic give you but benefits? The bell to signal the beginning of lunch rings out. Mewtwo is taken a little off guard, his chemistry lecture being cut off mid-sentence, much to his chagrin. There seems to be a running fucking theme. For the entirety of class, his rambling has passed through one ear and out the other. As my mind mulls over the question of Hanako, I can't get her out of my mind, and by now I've managed to wind myself up about it. I can't get you out of my head, Mario something, Britney Spears song. I realized she never said yes to what we did. She didn't say no either, but would she have been able to? She's extremely submissive at the best of times, and no doubt it took her a gargantuan effort to show me her scar. Yeah, that's true, actually. He did go... he did kind of, She was like, hey, here's my scars, and then all of a sudden his owl's like, shirt, pants, dick. I don't know. It's a bit of a gray area. I decided to try and make conversation with her. That would be better than monosyllabic, bullshit. Hang on. And a monosyllabic, communication has been the most we've managed between each other so far today. Shizune, I'm waiting for you, Shizune. Oh, no. Expecting Shizune to just pop out of the corner. She's gonna appear in the corner and be like, "Hey, what you guys doing? What you guys doing? You leaving me out? Just because there's no Misha here? You guys are gonna fucking do that to me, man?" I take a breath to speak, but I find myself lost for words. What in the world would I say to her? Hearing approaching footsteps, I turn to see Shizune and Misha already making their way towards us, no doubt with the intent to start asking troublesome things. At which point you say, "We fucked!" Couple of other... I should probably save, actually. They also need to notice Hanako and I coming in together earlier. I open my mouth to reassure Hanako, but she preempts me. I've gotta go do something! Zoom, zoom, zoom. I remember that from the first time we met. She gets out of her chair and dashes for the door. A couple of looks and pens on her desks are set falling to the floor in a rush. Not many people seem to care about this event. A few look around to see what all the fuss is about, and go back to what they were previously doing soon after. I am left despairingly looking at the door when Hanako disappeared out of. The idea of running after her passes through my mind, but I'm fairly certain that Hanako can run faster than I can. And besides, what would I say to her once I caught up anyway? Eventually, I simply crouch down and begin picking up the items that fall to the ground from her desk. I feel low in every way, reduced to this as students pass me by on their way out of the room. I feel a tap on my shoulder. Fucking Misha looks so evil here. She's like,
"Hey, Hee-chan. What are you doing?" "Shizune says she can smell used jism coming from your trousers. And your shirt looks dirty and folded and creased. Were you perhaps not in your dorm last night?" ...
Hee-chan, if we can help at all...
I just shake my head. This isn't a matter for them. Shizune's expression and the tone of Misha's voice, I think they know the same thing. Shizune acknowledges my response and gives a solemn bow before making her way out of the room. Misha soon follows her out, obediently following her role as Shizune's shadow. I pick myself up, books and pens in hand, and place them inside Hanako's desk. With the classroom now empty, I end up leaning against her desk and thinking, oh god, I have been up for a while, actually. Ugh. I think this might be my last episode for this recording session. And I've still got to record a fuck ton of Zelda today. Oh god. Today's gonna be a long one. I pick myself up, books and pens in hand, da-da-da-da. It feels like there's a complete emotional disconnect between Hanako and I. We haven't known each other for all that long, and despite wanting things to go out with her, I don't know much about Hanako views things. I've been studying as hard as I can for exams, but I still don't feel as if I had any real sense of direction behind it. I've tried to be a friend to Hanako, even if I couldn't tell her my feelings, and all we've done is drive each other apart. I couldn't even write a letter back to the one girl who ever loved me, Iwanako. What should I do? What can I do? I simply don't know the answer to either of these questions. I do know that nobody else can help me with them. Just going back to the way things were would be enough to make me happy, but I know it can never happen again. Something changed between us last night. Maybe it changed beforehand, and it just came to a head then. Ah ha ha, he said head. I know there's a wall Hanako has between me and her. I've been hitting that wall every time I've tried to interact with her on any level. But now I'm beginning to think that I have my own wall between us just as much as she does. She had to practically drag my past out of me, and mine was much less traumatic than hers. I want to say it's because I haven't had long just since my heart attack, but I know full well it's just an excuse. The one thing I can recall when it really felt like she was opening up to me of her own accord, when we were playing billiards in the city. I was the one who stopped her from going further. I want to know Hanako better. I want to save our friendship, if not begin a real relationship. My mind begins to tick as I sit against her desk, thinking to myself in the empty classroom we spent so much time together. I have to talk with Hanako! I pace around the park, feelings of anxiety rolling over me. Every so often, I reach into my pocket and take out my phone, but each and every time I hesitate, I end up slipping it back in. If this were any normal situation, I wouldn't be cutting classes. Unfortunately, it isn't, and so I find myself in the town below the school at 2 in the afternoon. Ever since I met Hanako, I've been the one to initiate everything between us. The one that started conversations, went to her whenever she was, and suggested that we should do. Today, this once, I do not want to be the one doing that. My hand dives into the pocket once more. This time I quickly navigate to the texting menu before I have a chance to change my mind again. Hanako, if you wish to talk, I'll be at the park in town. Fighting the last measure of doubt, I thumbed my message to Hanako and pressed the button to send it. And now, I wait. My part in this has been fulfilled. What needs to happen now is for Hanako to make the decision. It would be meaningless for me to drag her here. She needs to decide for herself whether she wants to meet me or not. The apple juice from the vending machine tastes awfully bitter as I swill it down. My grip on the can has caused a stent slightly in the middle. I shouldn't be this tense, but it's probably inevitable. Hanako is dear to me. What happened in the last couple of days put a lot of pressure on both of us. The idea of losing all the progress we've made is coming closer to one another, and losing our friendship as a whole is deeply unsettling. Hisao, you fucking bitch! You didn't have to make it so awkward, though! This is your fucking fault, dude! You fucking beta asshole! I thought you were getting over this shit! I don't understand, Hanako. She's arrived! But she's not on my screen. I start up the can and stand up with a start. Hanako! We look at each other for a few seconds before Hanako becomes too embarrassed to maintain eye contact and begins to nervously fiddle with a roughly cut lock of hair covering the side of her face. When I went to see Hanako in a room by myself after her breakdown, I had no idea what to say. That was fine then. All either of us wanted was each other's presence. Now, though, I feel like I need to talk to her directly. I want to break down this wall between us before it forces us apart for good. Hanako, what we did that night, how should I interpret this? Hanako stops playing with her hair and looks at me, her head cast slightly downwards. She looks ashamed, which is probably a good mirror of how I would look now if I weren't so concerned.
I thought you might eventually go away if I was only someone you needed to protect. I thought that if I let you do that, you might see me as someone more than that.
Oh, I need to sneeze. Fuck. Ah! Oh, God. No. Nose, don't you dare. Don't you dare, Nose. This is a moment. My first reaction is disbelief. I did do it with her, after all. I had plenty of opportunities where I could have stopped things, stepped back, and questioned what we were doing. In the end, though, I didn't. A horrible feeling rises in the pit of my stomach. She offered to me because she thought I wanted, and now it looks like I took advantage of her. She may have been willing, but it was only under false pretenses. Hisao, you such a fucking shitbird! What the fuck? No, it's different. Hanako looks down once more, showing a mixture of depression, regret, and sickness written on her face.
Hug her, you cunt!
Hug her and touch her butt and tell her everything's fine. Thick silence hangs in the air, save for the breeze blowing through the trees around us.
I knew you couldn't look at me that way.
Hanako's words are said in little more than a whisper, seemingly directed just as much at herself as me. In what way? What do you mean?
All I ever wanted to you was a useless person. Just someone to protect. Someone like a child. I wanted to be more to you than that, but after so long, I got used to it.
A tone of her voice to unlock anything I've heard before. She sounds disgusted. Not at me, but at herself.
After I came out of my room, I saw that you'd started drifting away. I felt like I was going to lose you because you wanted someone you could have that kind of relationship with. You were more quiet in school than before, and you were going on so well with Yuko, I thought that I might lose you.
She thought I was bored of her because I wanted a romantic relationship? But we're friends, right? Don't friend zone yourself, you dumb fuck!
Friendship was something...
I used to wonder what friendship could be.
Before the accident happened, I got on well with people and other children. I didn't have many friends, but I didn't mind because I treasured the ones I had. Afterwards, though, I was called names by the others and teased a lot. It hurt, really deeply. The teachers tried to help, but they couldn't do much. Many of them even recoiled at the sight of me. Among those calling me names and teasing me were the ones I thought were my closest friends.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? That is just fucking shitbird. Fucking shitbirds. From then on, I did... fuck, I'm not doing the voice. I've been doing that voice for fucking... shit, I've been doing this for fucking 8 hours. I've been sitting here for 8 hours playing this game. Of course, it's probably less for you because I've been taking, like, breaks in between when my voice was about to give out.
From then on, I believed that it didn't matter if nobody ever acknowledged me. All my existence ever did was make people troubled, after all. It was easier if I just didn't exist. But after meeting Lily, and then you, I tried, but I couldn't make myself think that way again.
All that time, she didn't trust me. She thought, just like everyone else in her life she had, that she was worthless. Someone to throw away once I got bored of being with her. That hurts. That is the kind of person I never ever want to be seen as. Because I know better than just how horrible it feels to be thrown away by someone who I thought liked me. Hanako, if you just told me.
Was I wrong?
Of course she wasn't. Hanako was not wrong. It was difficult to force myself to admit this, but I knew trying to deny it is pointless. To me and to Lily. She was someone we tried to protect. She became what I become to my friends after my heart attack. A broken person. I liked her, possibly even loved her, but I never acted on that precisely because I thought she was too fragile. I mean, I don't look at you that way now. I got worried about you after what happened to you in class, and I thought I should try to protect you. When you locked yourself in your room, though, I got afraid. I thought you were rejecting me, and it forced me to think a lot about different things.
I wasn't rejecting you!
She blurted out with almost scared tone to her voice, taking me off guard. She quickly becomes embarrassed by her outburst before clenching her fists and working through what she wants to say in her mind.
I wouldn't ever do that. Not to you. Even though I was scared, even though I tried to push you away, you still tried to get closer. I locked myself away because I was just a burden. To you, to Lily, to everyone. Every birthday was the same. Everyone doing their best to pretend I mattered. Everyone pretending everything was alright for that one day of the year. I didn't want to exist, but they wouldn't let me. Even after meeting Lily, everything was the same. I was as useless as I'd always been. Unable to do anything for her,
I think we should just kick Lily to the fucking curb, because it seems like most of Hanako's psychological problems are fostered by Lily. Like, she probably doesn't mean it, and she's been very actually nice about it. Like, she's the fucking reason, like, I even got this far with Hanako. So, like, she's my fucking wing girl, but I don't think she really knows what she's talking about when it comes to trying to fix Hanako's social awkwardness. I mean, you know? It's weird.
I didn't want to be the same way to you.
Lily and I were completely wrong. From what she'd said, everything we did for her, it'd have only made her feel worse. After you locked yourself in your room, I decided to try work on my past as well, and sort of my future. I didn't know how to deal with the things I'd lost by coming to Yamaku, so I was trying to sort them out myself. I thought it would help us become better friends if I did that. Silence hangs in the air again. I try to keep looking at her, but I can't. I feel very low, and though I want to apologize, I don't know how I possibly could. I hear her take a deep breath, and only look back after hearing her drop to the ground. Aww! She's crying! Oh, look at her! She's fucking cute. Oh, she's cute as fuck. She is cute as a fucking button. She's the most cute fucking button on any piece of clothing that has buttons on it. The sound of her crying breaks my heart. I know I'm responsible for this, and I know that I can't do anything to help her. If Hanako feels ashamed, then I feel all the more so. Aw, hugs. Is that a sweater? He's wearing a fucking sweater vest. He's too cool for a sweater, but just cool enough for a vest. I rush to her as tears continue to roll down her cheeks unabated, wrapping my arms around her. I don't care how I must look anymore. I just want to be close to her right now.
I'm sorry, Hisao. I fucked up everything.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm the one that should be sorry. I was meddling around behind your back. I never told you anything. I feel my drip tightening on Hanako as my vision blurs. I can't be bothered trying to hold back now. I have to force my words out as a lump begins to stick in my throat. To tell you the truth, Hanako, I was scared. The first time since my heart attack, I was really scared.
Hisao?
I lost so much when I came to Yamaku. I was depending on you, more than I ever thought I did. Even now, I still have a hole inside me, after losing my entire life and everyone I'd known. The thought of losing you as well.
But I'm just a useless...
You're my friend, Hanako. You're more than that. I love you, Hanako. I love you so much that the thought of losing you frightened me so much. This is bad. I'm letting all of this out. I can't bring myself to look at her face right now.
I'm sorry, Hisao. I can't help feeling a bit happy. For so long, that's all I've wanted to hear.
The loss of the floodgates breaks, and the sound of her crying permeating the air as her body jerks against mine. We hold each other tightly, connected even more closely than ever in our shared grief and our shared happiness. I don't know how things are going to be like after this. Right now, though, I don't care. There's no other person in the world that either of us could probably share these memories and emotions with. Nobody. Except the internet. After dropping the dirty can into a bin next to the bed... Don't litter, kids. I take a seat besides Hanako. She puts away the handkerchief I gave her to clean herself up, which hasn't helped much. Then again, I doubt I look as much more presentable. Even now I feel emptied and a bit embarrassed for letting my emotions out in public like that. It's not a bad sensation, though. I think Hanako feels the same way, too. Have you calmed down a bit?
Yes, thank you.
For a while, we just sit back and take our time before talking again to one another. We both need a little time to collect ourselves.
The weather is nice this time of year.
Yeah, it is. He closes his eyes. I close my eyes for a moment, relishing the feeling of sun's heat and the cool breeze against my face. The weather is really nice today. Really, really nice. You know, I don't really want to go back to classes right now, do you? She shakes her head as she finishes wiping her eyes with her cuff. The small smile she gives is nice, and it's a reminder of how earnest it can be. Smiling for other people might be a relatively normal, everyday thing. For Hanako, though, she smiles so rarely and so sincerely that each and every time she does it, I feel... Wow, this is the most sappy fucking bullshit.
I'm sorry for everything.
Like, fucking, I've given, like, all the sappy bullshit so far a pass, but oh my fucking god, I'm getting diabetes. It's okay, I think we both have a bit to be sorry for.
I know I'm too shy. I know you don't want me to be, and I don't think I can...
You can change, Hanako. I know that because even in the time I've known you, you've already changed. To be honest, to be able to sit there and talk to you like this means you've changed a lot since we first met.
but I can't be like that for anyone else. I don't have any plans for after school ends either.
Hanako's confidence begins to slide down again, but I think that now I can finally talk to her as an equal. I can do it because I know that we're just the same in so many ways. Just give yourself time, and I think you'll be able to achieve what you want. No, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. I can see you've been trying, and I have faith in you. And you can depend on me if you feel like you need someone to support you, you know? And this, kids, is how I met your mother.
But I can't ask that of you.
You can, because that's exactly what I'm asking of you. I'm going through the same bullshit. It's called love. The same bullshit, it's called love. I did not see that coming, and now I look like an idiot. Hanako smiles before I get off the bench and dust myself off. She does the same in short measure. I'm kinda hungry, want to grab something to eat? So is this done now? She nods vigorously. The way she's smiling, the way she's acting, even just the general air she gives off, I feel this is the first time I've seen her genuinely happy. We both make our way onto the street, walking beside each other.
Hisao,
Yeah?
I think I don't really understand you.
I don't think I understand you either. I think that's fine, though. That's not a single hint of despair in our voices. Not understanding each other is only natural. The walls we've set up between ourselves couldn't possibly be broken down in a single day. But that's fine. As long as we take it day by day and try to understand one another, I think everything will be A-okay. As we walk down the street, though, Hanako's eyes flick to my face and back to the street repeatedly. Is something on your mind? You look restless. She slows down before stopping completely. When I turn to meet her, she takes a long, deep breath, looking at my face intently.
I think I have something I need to give you.
What is it? You don't need to be evasive about it.
I wanted to give you this for a long time, but now that I need it it's too embarrassing.
Don't worry, I'll accept it, whatever it is. She gives a sweet, bashful smile before taking my shoulder in her hand.
And please accept my first gift to you, Hisao.
Hanako? Aww, snap dog! Oh! Hanako, she's making the first moves whenever it's required. Hanako always makes the first move.
Katawa Shoujo!
So that's the good ending, right? That's the good ending? Oh, so I got the friend zone ending. I got the good ending. My god. So that's Hanako? Jesus Christ. I think I'm gonna keep playing, you guys. I think I'm gonna start again, and I'm going to go for the other people. I think I'll go for Shizune, actually, I think. Because I don't hate Shizune. I hate Misha. Of course, this means I'm gonna have to
do this voice a lot more!
Or maybe I could go for Lily, because then I can just skip over a lot of dialogue I've already done. Maybe I'll go for Shizune. I'll go for Shizune, because I want to see her deal. Because it seems like she got very, very jealous towards the end. I don't know. Or maybe I'll go for Rin or Tink Tink. And then... Oh, and it does this as well. It's like, hey, here's your acts. No, that was fun. Well, I'm gonna stop now, and I'm gonna take about, like, an hour nap, and then I'm gonna play so much fucking Zelda, my nunchuck will fall off. So, that's Hanako done, and I enjoyed it a lot. Apparently there's an ending where you make her absolutely fucking hate Lily, but I don't know how to get to it. I have no idea how to get to it. I might give that actually a go. Like, I think after I get the good ending, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna get all the good endings. Or the friend zone endings, depending on which comes first. And then I think I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna, like, towards the very end, when I'm about to wrap up this series, which might not be for a while, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna completely fuck up everything. I'm gonna make all the wrong decisions. Like, I heard you can, Someone spoils stuff for me in Skype, by the way, because as I've been playing, I've had Skype open, and some of my friends who've actually played this game have spoiled some stuff for me. Apparently, you can make Shizune and Misha absolutely hate each other, and apparently it drives Misha to near suicide or something. So... maybe we'll go for that ending at some point.
I'm gonna kill myself!